good.
I'm glad Lauren's not here.
Why?
Because you and Lauren...
Well,
Yeah.
Hey, we're live.
So, what's up? I am Books and Brews _Ops Guy. This is...
Mudhog B&Q.
And we are two bearded guys. Welcome back for Overtime, the shit show. The... Holy fuck, why are we still live?
Yeah, I mean, it's because we can't stop drinking.
And we should...
Some say we have a problem.
We should absolutely record these instead of being live for Overtime, but we're dumbasses, so we're going to always be live. That's what we like to do. We don't like to do things pre-recorded.
No editing this shit.
Which, side note, Nitpicky Crochet, I think it's right. Either that's Crotchet.
That's what it is now. What up, Nitpicky Crotchet?
She has already joined.
What up?
I don't know that I recall.
No,
Thank you, and I apologize.
Sorry, I intentionally mispronounced your name.
Nitpicky, if this is the first time you've ever watched us,
We're sorry.
Real sorry that hour 3 is the hour you joined.
Hour 3 is a shit show.
The most unapologetic.
Hour 1 is pretty professional. Hour 2 is the best time. Hour 3 is a shit show.
I mean, it depends. We've had some hour 3s that weren't too bad. Now, we haven't had many hour 3s where 11 beers in.
They've been amazing fucking times, but they're shit shows.
We haven't had many hour 3s that we were already 11 beers in.
I think I said there weren't many hour 3s that we were proud of. They were entertaining, but we're not happy
We're
about
really excited for the 3 beers we're going to try. 2 of which are very, wow, I'm dumping shit.
that one's going last now.
Very, very local.
Yeah.
Lapel, Indiana's Pax Verum. One is the Pax Blue Ribbon. Get it? Because it's
I love it.
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Like it's.
It is a Pilsner. I'm excited for it. Pax Verum's Clouded
This
Judgment
is what I'm excited for.
is a IPA. It is a triple dry hopped New England style IPA.
So it should be hazy, should be dank, should be just
Juicy is the word.
juicy. 100%.
Lastly, from a brewery I'm not a fan of.
Okay.
On a pretty much across the board level. But anytime you make a Star Wars themed beer,
John's gonna buy
I'm
it.
in.
I'm gonna also be in.
I'm in.
And this is the Empire Strikes Back from a little more tilt. Better. Empire Strikes Back from Triton Brewing
Featuring
Company.
the ATST. This is a year 2.
With a hop.
Yep. Year 1 was the X-Wing fighter featuring the hop. So I love and appreciate. I'm first and foremost a Star Wars nerd.
Nerd
And
alert.
then number 2, a beer nerd. They combine the two. I'm in. I have to. So super excited for Triton Brewing.
Which I give you credit because I'm the biggest Transformer nerd possibly on the planet.
Oh,
You
yeah.
are. You're the biggest Transformer nerd I know.
But, well, you only know one Transformer nerd, so it's kind of a small pool.
Yeah, you're right.
But, like, the hop in his
My
prime,
brother Brett has the original Transformers.
I have, I'm sure.
Like,
way more
worth a
than
lot of fucking money.
I have ones that are from, like, Japan.
His are the original still in box. Like, he still has the box. There's basically...
We're measuring.
They've been
here by this
open,
point. We're
but...
measuring.
Brett...
It's called Mint and
Well,
Box.
no, but, hey, Brett... The Brett Pittsburgh...
Yeah,
the one
when
that,
she said,
yeah.
overtime, baby!
Yeah, that's the one with the
where we're at.
Transformers. They're not
Shit show.
in boxes. They have been taken out of the box.
Yeah, it's called Mint and Box. Yes,
Oh, is that
I've
it?
got
All right,
more than
just make
yes.
sure. But
let's nerd out here, pal.
No, this isn't me. This isn't my thing.
Oh, it's
But,
definitely mine, though.
but he still has the box. They...
Omega Supreme! Yes, he's my shit.
Who
I love
is it?
that. No, Brett said, yes, I do. Omega
Oh.
Supreme. See, us Transformers nerds to get that.
I didn't hear what you said. I just
Yeah.
heard you get
Oh.
excited.
No, Omega
We're about to like let off-screen
Just-
Matt.
no,
and
we
your
just
brother
sit here and
take
chill.
the top three
No,
out
it's
of
going to
it.
be a short 20-second, like, alright, Omega Supreme was like a badass character. He was the last line of defense for the Autobots in Season 2 of the cartoon, and he was awesome. I have his toy, I fucking love him, and Brett just got like 5 cool points in my book.
Brett's a good one. I'll give him that.
We should hang out sometime, Brett.
You would enjoy him a lot. Get it?
Not the way that you said, but I'm sure I would enjoy his company.
All right, guys, we are going to start with the PAX Blue Ribbon. Mostly because, again, anybody that basically
Rips off PBR.
rips PBR the fuck off is amazing.
But
Yeah.
legally distinct.
Legally
There's
distinct.
No red on that can.
I think PBR, if they wanted to, could probably have a little bit of a complaint. But I also think PBR is the type of brewery that goes, hold on.
Fuck it.
I have a craft brewery that's basically ripping us off. Okay, go ahead, guys. There we go. That's what happened every time I open mine, too.
So this was a beer release from last week.
Oh, is that fresh?
It is that fresh. They had
Thursday.
The PAX Blue Ribbon and then the Clouded Judgment, which we are trying both tonight. Neither one is a core PAX Verum beer, which is why it did not make it in hour 1 or hour 2, but overtime.
Okay.
Although PAX Blue Ribbon, they are considering being a more often beer.
I hope so, because I love to have, with my draft system, I love to have a great, easy drinking light beer.
And this is that.
And this is definitely that.
It's great with smoked meats, I can say.
So, PAX,
Yes.
PAX is one of my favorite new breweries in Indiana. They're what, like a year old?
Maybe 2 years at this point.
Maybe 2 now. Time is weird right now. Maybe 2 years. They're not that old.
One thing that it's kind of an interesting side note. A lot of breweries in Indiana naturally has a lot of very hard water.
Yeah.
So a lot of breweries in Indiana
top 5 in the nation.
go with reverse osmosis treated water, and then they add any additional things that they need into the water, treat the water. Pax Verum does not. Pax Verum said, you know what, we love the water in LaPel, Indiana, and we had it tested. It has everything that we want in it, and we're not going to fucking treat it. We're going to use the water as is. And that's important. We have never gotten into this on the show before. I know we're falling asleep. It's fucking beer nerd
as
shit.
I die.
Right. But beer is the number one ingredient. I mean, water is the number one ingredient in
Beer
beer.
is the number one ingredient in beer.
Water is the number one ingredient in beer. And Pax Verum says the water in LaPel, Indiana is exactly what we want.
That's awesome.
Hence, Coors Light always bragging about the Rocky water. That's where they get their
So they're doing delivery right now. Pax Verum is, and I'm at work at Books and Brews, very much on the past the edge of it.
Yeah.
They're out of LaPel. They're trying to do local. They've expanded though to like even as far north as Anderson, as far south as Fishers. Like but they are doing $50 minimums on their orders.
Beer delivery.
So like I reached out to them, I'm like, hey guys, I'm stuck at work till well after you guys are closed. Are you willing to deliver? And they're like, where are you at? And I told them I was at Books and Brews Mothership, and they're like, yeah, we got you. And so the guy brought it out to us. It's one of the guys that is, I didn't get a chance to talk to him much. He had like 6 more orders to do. He thought he was only going to have 2 that day. And he's like, oh yeah, I'll be able to get it to you by 4:30, 5 o'clock at the latest. And then he got a shit ton of orders. So him and I talked briefly about that. But the nice thing about it is they are expensive.
They are. 100%.
It's a Pilsner. Well, it's a Pilsner that's $15 for a 6-pack.
Yeah.
But they're great dudes. They brew from a small 10-gallon system. Or 10-barrel system, sorry. Woo.
10 gallons.
Been drinking a lot. 10-barrel system.
Can't confirm.
They're great dudes on that nano scale where Books and Brews started. And they're willing to go, you know what? Let's find ways to get our beer out. Let's be those personal. And I'm fairly certain it was one of the higher ups in the owners or that delivered to me. And I didn't get a chance to talk to him much, and I'm not 100% sure. But he was so excited that I would order to the brewery their beer that it just made me kind of do the all right, I get where you're coming from. I like you.
They're great dudes. Their tap room in LaPel, Indiana, small ass town. I mean, you might be 2,000 people in the fucking town, but a great looking place. They do an amazing job. Matt, what you got?
Oh, I was gonna say, speaking of the beer delivery and all that stuff, did you guys hear about Boober?
Is that the Oregon strip clubs?
Yeah, where they're actually you download the app and then strippers bring your strip club food to you because that's what everybody wants when they go to the strip club.
Yeah, 100%.
You're very, very close. $23.90 2,390 is lapel.
Rounds down.
But then the stripper apparently like yogs your food out from the car, sits it on your like doorstep, does a little dance behind your screen door, and then like tramples back into her car with her like armed bodyguard, like, and then they zip off.
That's amazing.
Boober.
Where's this at?
Boober.
Yeah, boober.
I'm searching for it.
What state?
I don't know that it's in India. I've heard that.
Oh no, I'm not like asking necessarily for me.
It sounded like you're
A little bit for me.
I heard the excitement in your voice. You went up 3 octaves.
No, it was more the
Went up
what?
3 octaves.
I can't imagine this being an Indiana thing.
Boober?
What?
Are you ordering for Boober?
Boober.
Pax Blue Ribbon. It's going to be a very
Oops.
crisp,
Yeah.
very
I have this.
crisp.
I don't need to order
It is a pilsner. ABV is it on it? Not on the can. Sorry, but oh yeah, it is. 4.6% ABV. IBU is 23. They suggest drinking it fresh and cold. It has pearl and fuck. Is that Tetmang?
All right, you're
Am I saying that right?
It's a silent T. It's nutmeg.
Sure.
I don't know that fucking hop.
I've never heard of it.
Tetmang. Yeah. So that's the hops in it. Whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, let's Google it. 'cause
I'm excited for
Google
this.
us all.
I've had this beer a lot. I've drank it a lot since I ordered my case.
Yeah.
It's tasty.
Everyone should drink it tomorrow because it's going to be 75 degrees.
National Beer Day.
And National Beer
We
Day.
totally forgot to bring that up
We did.
earlier.
We did.
And
We suck.
you all can do your landscaping. Manscaping.
We're not on turf stuff. I do think
Whatever you
manscaping.
All right,
do
so-
tomorrow.
John,
Landing strip.
what are you gonna say? What are you gonna rate it?
So, okay, I'm a bit conflicted. Number one, it's probably the best fucking Pilsner I've ever had. Okay.
Price is killing it.
It is, 100%.
Yep.
So, when you talk about a Pilsner, that Pilsner's going to be light, easy drinking beer. You don't want to drink a bunch of them all at one time. Like,
Has price ever been a factor on our grading scale, though?
When it comes to like beers that you can get a
where it fills the niche
Cooks
at.
or
Are
a,
we going strictly off taste, or are we going off price?
we've
factor?
always, hey, we created the show. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah,
Fair,
whatever.
that's on that. Like,
Fair.
it's not- we never discussed price
Hey,
factor.
just
Yeah.
like the can, what it describes.
So,
what it
I will get into
describes-
this. I will get into this, okay? When you talk about
it's
a
more for me for future.
For
ratings.
me, for a Pilsner, number one, from a beer tasting standpoint, it's probably a 3.75. Like, it's a fucking delicious ass beer. However,
Ass beer.
yes.
Is that new style?
Yes,
like ass sweat.
However, when
A little
I think
salty, a little
about
sweet.
the role that a Pilsner or something light like this has in my life, like, I need to be able to drink a lot of this for a really cheap price. And I can't do that. A 6-pack was $15. And when I think of that, that's craft beer prices. I'm willing to pay that. But I'm willing to pay that for Imperial Stout, for double or triple hop
See,
IPA.
I'm going to disagree slightly, and I'm going to do it based on the fact that there are very few Pilsners I would willingly pay craft beer prices for.
But if I'm
Not
drinking
only-
a Pilsner,
but no, that's the thing is,
What's
not
the ABV?
only
What's
not
the
only
ABV
am
on
I
it?
willing to pay it, if they called me today and asked me to buy more, I would buy more.
yes, Matt.
Oh, I
It's 4.8.
I'm trying to answer Shannon.
4.8?
4.8.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
This
sorry,
Pilsner
but for
is a
4.8,
Pilsner I would
$15?
buy it again.
If I'm drinking a craft beer, I'm not drinking a Pilsner, though. If I'm drinking beer and I want something that I can drink a lot of, like, this will be my number one light craft, my light drinking, easy drinking beer. This will be number one. But if I'm drinking craft, it's not going to be.
See, I'm hitting
So
summer.
that's where I'm torn.
I'm hitting summer. Sometimes I get tired of Coors Light, and you know
Fucking
what?
amazing.
I'm
But you're gonna
throwing
pay $16
Hinchtown. I'm
for
throwing this.
Is
This
that-
is. I'm telling you
Yes.
right now. I would buy this again and not even hesitate. And I knew you told me what the price was before I bought mine, and I still called them and bought it. And you know what? I'm not regretting a bit of it.
No, it's fucking delicious.
I'm giving it a 3.75. Like I said,
I'm going to 3.5. It's a delicious fucking beer.
oh shit, Matt's responding to people. I'm scared.
Oh, fucking amazing. It's a delicious fucking beer, but if I'm looking for something that's easy drinking, light, and I want to drink a lot of, like, this is going to bankrupt me if I drink a lot of this. Like, I can buy a 30-pack of fucking Cooks for $11.
I thought you were literally gonna say what I just typed, like Keystone Light for the win.
I'm a Cooks man.
See,
I'm a Cooks
Cooks
man.
is shit. I'll buy Keystone over Cooks. I buy PBR over both.
I'll buy PBR, yeah.
Yeah.
Matt, you're up, bud. Your score counts right now.
Well, my type.
I mean, it's a delicious beer.
I would say on flavor, this is something.
That's my issue.
For our grading scale, someone handed it to me. I think this is good tasting beer, but I'm not gonna buy it. Apparently, especially at the price point that it is, since that's the.
We're debating whether
Right,
price
yeah.
point truly counts, but
Even still, I can take that off the table. Like it tastes well enough, but if I'm gonna drink this, I would just as easily grab my Stones instead.
alright.
So,
So what are you gonna rate it?
I'd go 3. Like, it's
So
good for what
3,
it
3,
is.
5, 3, 7,
I'm
5.
not chasing it down.
That's 35. Might want to redo that, bud. Nope, try it again. Let's start over. 3, 3, 5, 3, 7, 5. There you go. John's a little drunk. It's a 3, 5.
3.5.
All right, what was
That's-
the
that's solid.
I feel it's very fair for that.
It's very solid. Anyway, so our next beer, are we doing Empire or Cloud of Judgment?
I'll do Cloud of Judgment because Empire's gonna. It's a great beer, but it's gonna be very dank and it's gonna. Be,
I haven't had this batch
That's
yet.
what we're gonna finish on.
we don't have to,
Okay.
Too late, I've already cracked it.
but
Well, no, I mean, like,
Oh. Alright.
to end on the dankest thing that we got for the whole night,
We do have a really big bottle of Almagang right over there.
and
Anyway,
Beer
so
Phil said math is hard. He is very right, especially when you get like.
Pax
beers.
I'm
Vera.
super excited for this.
Pax Veron's Cloud of Judgment is a triple dry hop New England style IPA. Oh shit. It is a 40 IBU, 8.2% ABV. Drink fresh, store cold. Triple dry hopped with Citra and Idaho 7.
You want any of this?
It is a tasty,
No, I'm
tasty
I'm
beverage.
I'm
I am very excited about
Search
it.
for whatever
I've
you
got to
want.
throw in just for anybody that's loyal watchers watching this. Cameron, he's like love pilsners,
Of course he does.
Of course, Cam does.
and if you need any further proof, please reference the short pour of Cameron drinking a stout.
Oh god. Cam drinking a barrel-aged stout is the greatest thing ever.
So I want to say I've not done the best of jobs creating the short pour episodes, but
That's
if you
definitely
go
one
to
of
the
them.
Two Bearded Guys channel on YouTube, you're gonna find every full episode that we have, hours 1, hours 2, and then overtime. And then I like to try to go and create short clips of great things
Highlight reels.
from each episode, highlight reels, if you will, or short pours. So if you go and look at our short pours playlist, that's where you'll find these at. And one of those is Cameron drinking a stout, and it's fucking.
It was a hearty stout too. Like it was one of my favorite things.
It was amazing.
and his face just took a.
It was a Bourbon
nosedive.
County, wasn't it?
So again,
It might have been.
Pax
I think it
Vera.
was.
Hey, do not turn it up.
Do it. I bet you won't.
Shannon. No.
That's it.
Shannon.
That's it. That's it. That's a good
That's
spot.
acceptable range.
No.
That's acceptable.
Just
That's it.
All right.
You
Should
were
be a
uninvited
really
for the
great
future.
New
Yes, I'm
England.
sorry. I'm getting out of hand. I'm sorry. Talk. You guys are online.
Yeah, we're good. It's fine. It's overtime. That's what we do.
so again, this is by Pax Verum Brewing.
Yes.
Go ahead, John. Continue what you're saying.
Pax Verum. We've already gone over to the brewery a little bit. I am
same
really
guys,
excited
right?
for this New
Yeah,
England hazy
same as the last
IPA.
beer.
Smells amazing.
He scratched the sniff first.
I need to scratch the sip
Ooh.
on this. I know exactly
Oh,
where I'm
that's-
putting this sticker.
That's really good, actually.
I think that stuck because I had my friends like respond on the scratch and sniff thing. So
I mean, it's where does it go?
Ooh.
I mean, that really helps sell it. You gonna try this?
which one is that? No, I don't want to drink anymore.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you though.
It's really good. Guess I didn't try.
I posted on my own Instagram on Books and Brews _ops guy earlier this week, or technically I guess last week. No, it was this weekend. It was Saturday.
Yeah.
I have
It is. Whew, it's my favorite New England in the state right now.
It's fucking dank as hell.
It's not that bad. Actually, no. I'm gonna dispute.
I'm not getting a ton of dankness. What I was expecting
it's
you
like
to
dank
say,
light.
It's not.
I was expecting you to say a slight hot burn.
I don't get hot burn from it. No, I don't
So
get that
I'm
burn
not
from
this
it.
time. When I
Sounds
drank
like a triple.
my first can,
What is this, Empire?
I was getting it. Now again,
Which
that was
guys have
Yeah,
that?
3 days ago.
This is
Right.
And with hot burn, every day that goes by, especially with New England, you're gonna lose that. I'm getting. I'm getting a nice soft
It is soft.
mouthfeel with a nice hop start. Not overpowering. It's not West Coast. It's not that fucking in-your-face hops. It is just a soft, easy drinking introduction IPA that a guy like Off-Screen Matt can enjoy. This beer is I love it.
It's a great beer.
I'd say 4.25.
If that's a segue over to off-screen Matt, like this is actually
It is.
for saying dank. This is not what I would say dank at all.
I don't think it's dank.
Shannon and I were cahooting over here that it's got a dank smell, but it's not really dank flavored.
Right.
I think it oversells the dankness, which to me is fantastic.
It doesn't say dank. I'm looking at the can again. He's the one that said dank.
I did say that.
Okay, so
The can does not.
There's an uncalled for interjection of
I
dank.
smoke marijuana, so it's definitely danky. It's just not. You don't get the flavor.
Yeah.
No, the smell, yes.
Yes.
But
It's got that smell. So the
Flavor.
people that want that but don't want it, like
Yeah.
you're towing that line. It's
Yeah.
a scratch and sniff of like perfection right here. But it's actually really wonderfully palatable. It's got a good flavor. It's very juicy. Again, if it's a hazy, it nails it. If it's not a hazy, it's towing that line of what.
oh,
I
it's a
like.
hazy.
Okay.
New England's are hazy, yeah.
I didn't hear that part. Sorry, I've been
No.
drinking.
Accurate.
Me too.
Very good. I would recommend this. I would go 3.5.
I'm 3.5.
So I gave it a 4.25. You gave it a 3.5. 3.5.
My phone's gone, so
Where the hell's your phone?
I think Shannon's got it.
I typed in this.
She's trying to control the music.
Oh, so many comments.
Yep. It's fine.
I don't know. Right now I'm supposed to
40?
Or 2.5. What were those?
3.5.
3.5?
3.5.
We've got 0 hearts too. Like
So sad.
3.75.
Savage, yes, we are still going.
Let's go, Savage. Hey, Savage, how was the pizza night last night?
Did you say pizza night or
Pizza. Pizza.
I like
Pizza.
pizza. Like, what's the pizza?
Pizza.
He
Oh.
did not say pizza.
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 Pizza. A piece of pizza.
What you get a pizza of, Savage?
Yeah. Just let me know. Just let me know.
Open the can.
I
Tyler's
feel
face
like
just says
I
everything.
know. I know.
It was fantastically on
He
YouTube
thinks he's
only
the
right
adult of
there.
the show, and he's probably right. Whatever. Fucking. Whatever.
She also said impressive and oh my god!
Yeah.
Exclamation points.
That can needs to be
Who won?
shown through that camera.
Amazing. She just keeps using like one word answers on like multiple
Savage.
answers.
Who won? That's all I want to know. Who
I
won?
did a homemade with garlic or a woo words.
Words.
Oh damn.
I did a homemade white garlic sauce, spinach, and mushroom on cauliflower pizza. Like 2/3 of that sounds good, and then the last third just is like.
Who the
Cauliflower.
hell makes a cauliflower crust? Get the fuck off my pizza.
Savage.
Yogis.
Yogis can burn.
And mushrooms are just disgusting.
Because
Mushrooms are amazing.
Agree to disagree.
Which one?
The only problem I had,
I like mushrooms.
the only problem I had was the cauliflower crust.
I don't think it was crust. I think you just put cauliflower on it.
No,
Which
the
makes it
crust
even
is out of
worse.
cauliflower. Like this is like a new
Words are hard.
veggie
Beer fella.
vegetarian pizza thing now.
In my defense, I've been
Ah,
looking, but even
beer.
What?
Beer.
Oh shit! But
We're going Empire Strikes Back. This is the Two Bearded Guys Overtime. Thank you for watching. This is the shit show part of the show.
in fairness, when I'm reading some of the comments on the live chat, like it doesn't take words and break them up sensibly. So like instead of spinach being spinach, it's spina, and then itch is on the next line. So it makes it a little weird when I'm
so if
reading
you've
them.
been drinking,
I
that
think he's
means
drunk.
you can't read it all together.
So this I expect to be totally dank.
I'm definitely feeling the judgment right now.
Anyway, so this is the Empire Strikes Back IPA by Triton Brewing
Featuring
Company.
an ATST in the shape of a hop.
It is a
Isn't it
malt
ATST or an
beverage.
ATS?
Malt
it's an
beverage
ATST.
with hemp seed powder. That's interesting.
That was the powder,
Closer
not the
to
flour.
camera.
No, you nailed it.
The juicy IPA is crisp, clean, and approachable from the hophead and non-hophead for the hophead and non-hophead alike, featuring Falconer's Flight, Summit, Liberty, and Citra hops,
Okay.
and hemp powder from Sip Industries. This ale can be enjoyed by dice rollers, board gamers, sci-fi fans, and LARPers alike. Cheers and game on. Best if stored cold.
Star Wars fans aren't LARPers. Was I wrong? Like John just gave it the hairy eyeball from.
5 up first, Rebel Legion, Mandalorian Mercs, the Dark Legion.
Definitely tastes the citrus.
But do you
sure.
LARP?
Yeah, there's a little bit
Citrus.
Oh, okay, I was unaware of that. Okay, apparently I'll taste the salt in my foot.
of that. How's that taste?
Salty and footy.
John,
I haven't tasted it.
I'm gonna need you to drink it and go first.
Let's also get to the real question, John. Which can art was cooler, the X-wing pot?
I think I like the ATST. I think I like this year's better.
IPA looks pretty cool.
ATST.
You know, we discovered words.
I have one can left of the X-Wing, which is not going to taste really well because that means it's more than it's like a year and a
That
half
shit's
old.
old.
It's past
Yeah,
the drinking prime.
yeah, it's past
Especially in
drinking
a
prime.
can.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, in anything.
But it is a great looking can.
Well, don't drink it. Just save it.
No, we should drink it.
Well,
It's
it's
a
like a
thing
Star
you
Wars figure now. Do you open it or do you leave it in the package?
I would leave it in there.
You open it. Eventually the can will pop if you leave it in there overall.
I did see your
Don't even know
package
right now.
room.
Anyway, continue. John, beer.
Jonathan, I
number
saw
one,
your
this is-
package room.
Shannon, quiet.
My package is quite nice, thank you. Maybe a
it's
little
room.
small, but it's okay.
It's not about the size, John.
I know how to work
It's
it.
about the presentation.
It's number one. It's a fresh tasting beer. It is not old. It is a November. Do I remember right? It's about 4 months old, 5 months old at this point.
Nah, I'm not saying it.
So nearing
Have you been sitting on
probably
that
the
long, or
life
did
of
you,
it,
You just now acquired and it's
but
aged?
still tasty. Not as dank as I thought it would be. I think of some of the hemp style beers that I've had in the past, and this smells like somebody's smoking a fucking joint,
Right.
and I don't get that from this. But I do enjoy it quite thoroughly.
It's got more of the smell than the taste, if I would say.
I'm not getting overpowered by the smell even.
No,
Taste is solid.
yeah,
It's a smooth IPA, which actually is going to lose it some points on my score. Because when you call your beer the fucking Hempire strikes back. Like, I am expecting weed.
yeah. Like that's one of those beers that when you're in the bar and you pour it out of the fucking
I
jar,
want to smell
somebody
weed.
thinks you're smoking a fucking joint.
Yeah. And
Like
this
the
is
Sweetwater 420 strain.
the smell is there in this situation,
Yeah.
but I'm not getting it. I'm not getting the flavor. I'm not getting overpowered. Like, if I do this, I smell it. If I even do this, I don't.
Yeah.
I want when I pour the draft to fucking get smoked by it. When I taste it, I want to go, oh shit, I wish I had some weed.
I want to
right
think
now."
I want to think I smoke some fucking weed right now.
Or when I get done drinking it, I'm going, fuck, where's the weed? Like,
Right.
and I'm not getting that. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a good
I still
IPA.
want weed, whatever, but
Well, yeah, that too. It's a good IPA.
yeah, it is a really good IPA.
As we've described on this,
Typing over.
I know. As we've talked about on the show many times, what you describe on your can
Yeah. It needs to be there.
is very important.
It
Because
needs to
if
be there.
I'm buying based on your can,
Did you just fucking change my score?
I
Did
need,
he pull a Jedi mind shit on
He
you?
did.
I need to know.
You're gonna rate this lower.
I need you to be
no.
accurate.
Two is scouts, three is scouts, two is Jedi shit, right?
Yeah, 3 is scouts.
3 is scouts, 2 is Jedi. Just make
2
sure I got it
is
straight.
Jedi.
Okay.
Okay. Just so we know.
Damn it.
Clarify this shit.
John, rate it.
275. You just Jedi minded tricked me.
I just have to say you lost a hot chick named Traz818.
That's Tessa, and we didn't lose her. It's a
She
3.
loves us.
Is she still there?
I'm
three?
giving it a 3.
A 3?
4.
I want to give it a 3.5.
I did too.
I don't know.
I want to give it a 3.5.
Last year's I probably gave it 3.5.
But that can just what it describes and what I'm tasting are two very different things. What
Yeah.
about you, Matt?
Up
It
north?
tastes like an IPA that I can still manage to drink. So
God, so it's like a 2. No.
I'm hang on.
Hold on,
Let
you
me
might be
finish this
right.
shit.
Let me check.
No, I'm fresh stepping to. I'm trying to be like fair to the beer on what I like and what it is, so I'm gonna go like a 3.25 and try to
So it's a 3.
be more fair to the beer than what I drink. But
I love how he's doing that, but yet the highest score?
Was him.
if it was, oh okay, well I don't know. I assumed it was probably better
Shit,
than what I
Matt's
like.
like,
Good
oh,
job.
damn, I might actually somewhat like IPAs. Fuck.
Well, no, tonight's IPAs have definitely been more palatable than any other
So,
IPA. I've
I will
ever
say
drank.
this.
So,
If we're doing Armageddon,
Did I
we
give it
need
a 2.75?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if it didn't claim to be a hemp IPA, it would be rated higher.
Finish it.
It's a
He's
good
gonna
fucking
rinse it.
beer.
well, this is that point where if
Finish
it's the
it,
beer
Max.
styles that aren't mine. Like I'm just gonna go with what I think on
Are
the,
we going
the
on
taste
again?
as
We've
opposed
had a
to.
lot of fucking beer.
Fine.
Oh,
Never mind.
I've had a lot of fucking beer.
I mean, I'm pretty close to done. So what do you want to drink next?
Well, I want to do the
God
Armageddon.
damn it.
There it
It's going to
is.
depend on how quick, what it is, how quick we want to finish this last couple swigs.
Well, we just have to taste. Where are you going? It's right here, bro.
Well, you can't put it back in the bottle. We got to drink the whole thing.
Well, we just have to taste it on camera. We can finish it afterwards.
We got. I think we still got time, don't we? Are we that much of a crush?
We got about 15.
C Rush, Bad Rush.
15, I think.
T Raz is laughing with tear faces.
Tessa, you are one of my favorite humans, and I really hate that we couldn't celebrate your birthday yesterday together.
Do you know his code?
Not a clue.
Wanna put
But
the dick
anyway,
on the
guys,
screen or what?
so for those of you still
That was like pretty
watching
music.
Oh, that's like
so
the
for
best
those of
joke
you
to
still
put on the
watching-
code.
overtime, as you can tell, we are a little bit of a shit show at this time.
You
But
wouldn't tell by watching you.
we do have a little bit of cool announcements coming up. So we're gonna actually have a podcast once a week on Turfs Up Radio.
Wait, you waited until like overtime to like drop this?
It was supposed to be done earlier, but I had to keep those two sped up.
It's our fault.
I feel like it was actually a pretty moderate pace, and is
But anyway,
the normal
so
wrangler of this motley
well,
crew.
our Instagram and Facebook will announce more. But for those of you watching still, we're going to do a podcast on Turfs Up Radio once a week. Next Monday will be our first recording. I'm not sure when it's going to air yet. And that's the main reason, and we haven't announced it overall. We will give you the times and everything else when it'll be on the radio / downloadable. We're also going to do a 15 minutes live segment every Monday at 6:15. We're going to do a 15-minute live segment on Books and Brews. So we're going to do a live segment on there is talking about this beer in general. It's not going to be necessarily rating beers or anything like that. It's just going to be John and I kind of going, hey, let's talk beer.
I promise. It's not going to be an episode.
We have our...
You guys are blocking the volume.
Sorry. It's overtime. It's a
If,
shit show.
if you want to have a side conversation, you might want to have it side.
Or not in the building. We're going to have our new logo.
The whole
We
internet
have
knows what you're
stickers
saying.
ordered. We have t-shirts that we're looking at, hats we're looking at. We're really excited about it, guys.
Oh, well, this is a rinse. This is
Uh,
a rinse opportunity for me to take advantage of my
I
moniker.
said that like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, but I don't listen to you most of the time.
I'm real excited about this, guys. Our new logo, if you haven't seen it yet, you can find it on Mudhog B&Q. You can find it on Books and Brews _Ops Guy, and you can find it on Two Bearded Guys. But yeah, no, this is.
Get this, you're doing well. We'll be over there real soon. It's overtime. It's a shit show. It's whatever.
No, it's still part of our brand. Anyway, yeah, so we have some cool stuff coming out, guys. We're going to do pre-orders on both shirts and hats with our new logo. We haven't decided when we're going to announce our release as pre-orders, but when we do, be paying attention for it because, shirts and hats are expensive, and we're not trying to make money on them. That's down the road, hopefully. Right now, we want those of you that have watched our show to basically pay the same price we are. So we're trying to find the best price for you guys. We're trying to set it up where we're not gouging of any kind. It's basically if we're paying $18 and that includes shipping to you, guess what? You're going to pay $18. We're both hoping to try to make it where you guys can get the stuff you want without having to pay any dollar amount more than we do. That's the goal. We're really hoping to stay with that. The next beer we're going to have is the Ommegang Brewery out of Cooperstown, New York. It's their 20th anniversary ale. It's a bourbon barrel aged Belgian style dark. It is best served at 50 degrees.
Ommegang is well known for their Game of Thrones beers.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Our 20th anniversary ale is Rare Creation, a dark and rich Belgian style ale. Celebrating 2 decades of Belgian style brewing by Ommegang. Aging in bourbon barrels has created a deep mahogany hue with aromas of oak, bourbon, caramel, toffee, molasses, and chocolate. The taste is slightly sweet with notes of molasses, toffee, and caramel. Mouthfeel is smooth and luscious with a bit of weight.
So you're already being told mouthfeel?
The drying finish helps balance.
Let's see if that holds up, is what you're saying?
Deep, dark, and elegant, this fine ale will satisfy and delight today and age
Excited for it.
graciously in the cellar. It is already 3 years old at the point of us drinking
So
it.
I do want to say,
So it's almost a legal beer age.
one of the favorite beers I've had that we've had on this show was the 30th anniversary beer
By
from
Boulevard.
Boulevard. Thank you, Tyler. That was my not birthday. My Christmas gift
Yeah.
from Books and Brews, and that was an amazing fucking beer. They took a blend of different beers they've done over the past 30 years and turned it into that one bottle. I don't think this is the exact same thing, but I'm excited for it. So
A cork beer that pops like that, I'm cool with it.
yeah, I'm ready.
So while that's pouring, I got this actually from my mom, which is very out of character for
Your
her.
mom?
My mom. Not Tyler's mom.
I'm a little disappointed
But
my
my
mom
mom.
didn't tune in tonight.
But this is just a funnel of crazy, apparently accurateness, I'm going to assume. But
Goodness.
how messed up is it that Cinco de Mayo finally falls on Taco Tuesday and it's going to get fucked up by a virus named after a Mexican beer?
Holy shit.
Right?
Shit I hadn't thought of till now.
Thanks, Mom.
Mom.
Yeah, she normally thinks I'm a lush and doesn't like me for it, but that time it played into my
Is she
favor.
wrong?
It doesn't interfere with my job, John, so I don't have a problem.
You're wrong, Mom. That's amazing.
She's a little bit judgy. She's a Christian.
Alright, so
Phone over here? Oh, sorry.
Ooh. I don't tell I read the description. Oh, I didn't hear it because I'm busy laughing at my mom's meme.
no, you're good. You absolutely should.
I don't need
I
it.
am really
It smells
excited for
good.
this.
I heard mouthfeel, and that was all I needed to
The mouthfeel was smooth and luscious.
hear. Ooh, a luscious mouthfeel. How do you feel about that, Shannon? On your way out.
Oh,
Lush-
it's like a mouthful.
A luscious mouthful?
The aromas are supposed to be oak, bourbon, and caramel, toffee, molasses.
I get the toffee.
Ooh, and
Definitely
a
get
little
toffee.
chocolate.
It's very toffee heavy.
Yeah,
like
very
it
toffee.
was.
I'm definitely getting the toffee. I'm getting a little bourbon.
Well, yeah, it's like toffee and bourbon. Fucked.
I'm missing most of it, but then again, toffee and caramel are very similar smells. Molasses is the
Is
one
caramel not the center of toffee?
I'm a little shocked. I'm not getting
Oh.
more.
I taste molasses more than I smell molasses.
I'm not getting it. I'm not getting molasses on the smell. The taste is slightly sweet with notes of molasses, toffee, and caramel.
That's darn good, boys.
It's not as good as I was hoping.
That's what I was thinking. Oh my god, you read my fucking mind.
But it is good.
The body. So I mean, again, it is a Belgian style dark.
It's a lighter body, but
It's
it's
not a
flavorful.
stout. It's not a stout.
Right.
That's important to keep in mind because
In your head, you're expecting stout.
I am.
But it tells you 1,000 times that it's not a stout.
So it was like the Golden Drop Stout quotations that we had last
Which
week.
was the highest rated beer we've ever had.
which
ever
wasn't
had on the
essentially
show.
a stout, and they pronounced it on the bottle that it's not a stout, but we're calling it a stout.
We've called it a stout like 10 times, but it's not.
Well, no, the Dragonade or the Golden Drop.
That's what I'm saying. We
Yeah.
announced it like 10 times.
Well, no, on the bottle it says stout, but then right below it says like
Not a stout.
yeah,
basically.
not a stout in so many words. But
Man. We are going to probably tell you about the beer and rate it quicker than normal. We'll finish it off screen because we got to make sure this all gets on. This is the longest overtime we've had in a while.
It is a long fucking overtime.
Man. The smell, I'm not getting the molasses, which I'm shocked because molasses is definitely a very strong flavor.
It's going to be
smell.
a very viscous sort
It's
of.
more of a finish,
Which,
I think,
on the
molasses
viscosity, John, it's not.
It's not at all.
Overall, I do get the flavor of molasses,
especially on
but
the
not
end.
strong. It's
Right.
just a hint. Especially at the very beginning.
I'm getting more on the end.
Really? See, I was getting it at the beginning. That's funny. Hold on.
Yeah, I suggest you let that marinate. Take a swig.
Let it marinate a little bit.
Nope, still getting it at the beginning. That's interesting. I kind of like the fact
Oversold.
that like Matt and I are getting it differently.
Yeah,
That
we
does
usually get it
show.
differently, Tyler.
Well, no, it does show the difference in palates.
Oh, yeah.
Beer in general, beer definitely, especially when breweries describe beer, they try to guide towards the middle,
Right.
where the most people are going to understand. It does crack me up that Matt and I, us on one specific flavor, are very different in the timing. We're both getting it,
Right. It's just where
but the timing's
where is
different.
it at? Yeah.
I
It's
get it a
not
lot
a-
less normally, so.
It's not a bad beer. It's not an amazing beer. I say it's a good beer. But when I'm thinking 20th anniversary, when I'm thinking
Right.
anything that's like coming in a container like this, I'm expecting a little more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like
I'm only gonna give it a 3.25. Nope. That's a shitty score. 3.5.
to our prior conversation though, like Amagang, all my knowledge of them is the Game of Thrones beers, which
And they're so hit or
we had
miss.
discussed are a spectrum of hit or miss. There's not a lot of middle ground. So on this, I was like, well, if it's their anniversary thing, I'm excited to see what they're gonna do. But I had apprehensions myself going into it that, well, it could be good, it could be bad. Like they don't have a lot of gray. It's either black or white. And this is, I would say, it's on for them, the stuff that I've had, this is on their better side. So
What would you rate it then,
if you
Matt?
take it with the grain of relativity of Amagon, I would probably say that this is. I'm not.
What would you grade this beer?
That's the thing. I'm not gonna go out and find it, but like the beer on taste alone, I'd say it's a 3.5.
That's what I gave it.
Yeah,
So
so
2, 3, 5.
Flavor wise, is pretty good, but is it the
No, I
hype
gave
of
it a
20th
3.5. I
anniversary?
adjusted
You
mine.
gave it a 3.5? Okay.
I said 3.25 originally, and then
Okay.
adjusted.
So I'm a 3.25. Like, it's a good beer. But I've had so many better beers.
I kind of, if we could split a 3.5 and a 3.25, that's where I would have gone. But we do quarters, so I can't.
For what it's supposed to be, I wanted more out of it.
4.33.
So from a 3.5, a 3.5, and a 3.25, we're definitely a 3.5. But I'm slightly
But
disappointed.
that 3.25 to 3.5 range is definitely where it would and should fall. I
See,
feel.
that's the thing is,
I'm
what
slightly
would you...
disappointed.
Hold on. Let's delete that real quick. This
Okay.
is a rare one for us.
Okay.
What would you rate it for any number?
It would honestly be between a 3.25 and a 3.5. Like, yeah,
So,
it would
just
be
give me-
somewhere
give
between
me a-
there. Oh, like
Yep,
quarter
give it to
scale.
me. Yep.
I don't know. I guess 3 1/3. Like it's kind of that middle ground between the quarter and a half.
So,
I'm saying the 3.25.
3.33,
Yeah.
I'm 3.25.
3.25, and honestly, I'd agree with him. So we'll actually drop it to a 3.25.
3.25. Yeah.
Brimstone Grand Station. Fuck it out the window.
Wow, literally
Fuck it out
as
the
the
window.
show ends.
Yeah.
We are
Thanks
ending.
for showing just in time to end overtime.
It has
Side
100% been a
note,
shit show.
The logo is amazing.
The logo's
Fire.
badass. We've already ordered stickers. We have people wanting shirts, hats.
We're looking at hats. I want a hat.
Oh, I absolutely have to have
People
it.
have been looking at shirts and like, we have to have the shirt. Like, you did an amazing job,
Yeah,
Grace.
as a side note, guy,
Thank
like
you so much.
I'm the off-stream person. I have no really input here besides clicking buttons and drinking beer.
You'd be shocked.
But I was like, hey, I'm excited to see what it looks
Input
like.
that he realizes it does.
And when I saw them, I was like, man, these look really awesome. Grace fucking crushed it. And then they showed me like the final one. I was like, oh, this nailed like everything I liked about all of them personally.
the
so-
bottle cap, the bottle, the bubbles.
Yeah, the bubbles.
Oh,
The ball jar
the
looks
ball
cool
jar,
as shit.
the fucking pouring of the beer
Yeah.
bottle.
Especially
it's
coming from a
great.
Muncie guy. ball jars are important to me.
Why's that?
The ball company's out of Muncie. My grandmother used to can everything in ball jars.
Yeah.
Like, ball jars are very important to my family.
That's how you drink your moonshine, right?
You're not wrong, actually.
We're going to do a moonshine episode? Is that what I just said?
Oh, we're beer.
I'm on.
By the way, next week will be our guest, Pete Farrar. He's actually going to do a beer and whiskey pairing. So we're going to get real drunk.
And we need to talk to Pete because he wins every fucking chili competition he enters.
I had to back out of the last one. I wasn't able to compete.
I need him to bring some chili. He wins everyone he enters.
Clearly does something right.
Oh, he does. He does shit right.
He does like a lot of breweries and aims at the middle.
He does. 100%. He aims at the middle.
I mean, if you want to
Which
win, you
wins
appeal to the masses.
competitions.
Yeah.
But anyway, no.
That's why we have Osiris.
Hey, would you like to know? Hey, would you like to know why I don't want
Lift
him,
off.
Why I'm not going to ask him to bring chili? He's bringing both beer and whiskey.
I'm in.
I'm not going to ask him to bring more.
Pete.
Well, it's not asking, like, hey, well, if you felt like.
But anyway, Pete is he was supposed to be a guest in May, but with a lot of the shit we've had, as you can tell, we've not scrambled, but we've altered guests.
Hashtag thanks, Corona.
Yeah, we've
Thanks,
altered
Corona.
guests a lot. We've bounced back and forth. Shannon was not supposed to be on today.
Nope. Thank you for being here, Shannon. You were
Yes,
awesome.
thank you very much. Originally it was going to be Shuggy this week.
It
right?
was. We were doing
It was the Indie Boys.
We were doing the Bourbon County.
So it's supposed to be
Vertical.
two. It was
Yeah.
supposed to be two bottles down. The Indie Boys. So it would have been Shuggy and all those guys. And there's 3 of them that are from Indie, and they were supposed to
We don't
bring
have
them.
enough screen room for 3 extra people.
We were going to alternate them. It was supposed to bring
There's only so much room on my bench, man.
the
Where the hell
bourbon-
do I sit?
the Bourbon County Vert was supposed to be this week. We
that
did
would've
know
been
ahead of
awesome.
time, and that's why we were able to get Shannon here, which we appreciate.
Yeah.
And that's what we appreciate about you, Shannon.
It's great. The episode was fun, definitely different. It was a good time.
Tyler hated
Again,
his life through 2/3 of the episode.
we're really excited about the Books and Brews Live 15 minutes, the podcast
Yeah,
from Turfs Up Radio.
Can you believe, like, literally, you and I are just 2 guys with beards who like to drink.
I mean, the name kind of says it all.
Well, but the thing is,
Right?
we truly
and look at you now. You're on your own
radio.
channel. You're on the
Your
radio.
show.
On a weekly segment and a daily segment.
We
right?
truly,
And
yeah,
then you're gonna be on a brewery weekly podcast.
we truly wanted to do this as
Good for you
friends who
guys.
wanted to drink together and wanted to bring in friends to drink with us.
Because we know some cool ass fucking friends.
We do.
Wow, I'm still working friend, not a cool ass friend. Thanks for having me.
No, you're one of those cool ass friends. We never thought in a million years it would continue to explode like this, and
You're sploosh.
especially as fast as it has.
Right.
Are you get drunk and sentimental?
No, it's
Little
more
bit.
just thank you guys. Especially with the corona, you guys have nothing else to do.
It's a
so.
weird fucking time for everybody.
We're glad to be your entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. thank you.
Matt doesn't realize, but John and I actually kind of had a little silent agreement a minute ago. He disparages himself and definitely says he's not important, but we've had one episode recently.
He's a legitimate part of the show.
Without
That
Matt,
was
we're
fucking
real fucked.
rough. That was rough.
Although he technically allowed us to be real quiet last week. It's beside the point.
Oh, well, I'm still figuring this thing out, man. You see all these dials?
We are looking at
That
new
was amazing,
cameras.
buddy.
We're
Good
looking
job.
at new
Good job,
lights.
buddy.
We're trying to upgrade every time we get a chance. But thank you guys. As always, I am Books and Brews _ops guy.
I'm a dog being Q.
And stay safe, guys. This shit's crazy. We are 2 bearded guys. We love you guys. Stay safe.